Hello and welcome to Telegraph Studio and Business Reporter's Future Customer Campaign, hosted by the Telegraph Online. I'm Alistair Greener, and today we're talking about getting your customer experience fit for purpose in the digital world. And to discuss this further, I'm joined by
Richard McCrossan, and I am the digital lead at Genesis in Europe, Middle East and Africa. And today we're talking about what is customer experience in the digital age.
Good morning.
Good morning.
In this business landscape that we're living at the moment, there seems to be this race towards becoming a truly digital business. Why is it so important to become digital?
Well, frankly, in 2017, being a digital business is just being business. You think of your typical consumer sitting at home, they've got their smartphone, their tablet, they've probably got a laptop, a desktop computer, they've then got their connected devices, their connected TV, their lighting, their heating system, even games consoles. And they're using all of these devices to communicate with, let's say, an insurance company. And as they're communicating to their insurance company with all of these devices, does the insurance company see that? Can the insurance company see that that customer, that individual, that same customer is talking to them and communicating to them via all of those devices at the same time? Probably not.
This massive influx of tech, what effect is that actually having on the consumer, or in terms of their expectations and their behaviour?
We just have to think about how many ways that we have on our smartphone of communicating with our family and friends. You've probably got 10, 15, 20 different ways on your smartphone of communicating with people in your life. And consumers are expecting experiences to be easy, to be frictionless. That's the experience that they get from their connected world. They expect that same experience from businesses that they do business with.
What does the ideal customer experience actually look like in this digitally transformed business?
Connected moments, and in fact, the typical use case is that shift from self-service to assisted service, where somebody in the business needs to help you out, especially in this age of automation and artificial intelligence, where bots are getting more and more powerful, but there's still often a need for human assistance within the business. In fact, global research will tell you that 70% of businesses are anticipating a rise in fully automated transactions, but that same number of businesses are anticipating a rise in assisted interactions, because while artificial intelligence gets more and more powerful, the complexity of services and products and queries that consumers have continue to get more and more complex. And a great example of that is, as a consumer, you may be using the mobile experience, the self-service experience, to get a question from your bank answered. You may engage with a chatbot to ask some more questions about a confusing transaction that might appear on your statement. But then whenever you need that extra human assistance, typically today what happens is you have to pick up the phone and call and start again. But when we blend that artificial intelligence experience with the human assistance, it allows us to seamlessly shift that customer from the automated experience to the assisted experience. The agent, the employee in the business, can see the questions that have been answered up until that point. They know who the customer is. They can continue from the moment at which they left off.
Yes, that's absolutely what we're all aiming for, and that's what we'd all love in an ideal world, but it's not an ideal world. So perhaps you can give us an example of where you have helped an organisation already achieve a more seamless experience for their consumer.
Sure, and I'll use an example that's probably one of the more challenging ones for many businesses to resolve, and that is connecting responses to marketing campaigns into the service department. An insurance company client of ours had an outbound marketing campaign where they recommended new products for their customers and asked them to call back in on a special phone number. Now, customers didn't use that phone number. The engaged hot leads, the customers that wanted more information about this product, called customer service. But because they had no idea of their enrollment in the campaign, those were lost leads and dissatisfied customers. What we did was close the loop. When those customers called customer service, we connected them to that marketing campaign and allowed them to speak to somebody who was experienced in that campaign. Now, that's closing the loop between marketing and service within an existing company. Now, imagine taking that to the next level. If you're a consumer and let's say you're going on holiday, you're using a lot of different brands as part of your trip. You're using your airline, hotel companies, hire car, your home insurance is looking after your house while you're at home. You've probably got travel insurance. And all of those different brands are involved in providing you with a great holiday experience. But those brands are not connected. Now imagine if we take this moments connected approach to connecting those brands for you as a consumer, what would that be like? For example, you're on your holiday in the United States. Back home, your connected washing machine has just sprung a leak. Now your connected washing machine is connected to your insurance company, who then connects to you to send you an email to let you know that something's gone wrong, but don't worry about it. We've got a plumber called out and they're going to solve your leak. So now we're able to start connecting moments across businesses and across brands. That's really what a digital business can look like in 2017 and beyond.
So are there any internal benefits for an organization by becoming digitally transformed?
Absolutely. So if you have a connected business where moments are connected across marketing, sales and service, across all of the different channels, all of your departments that are involved in customer experience see the benefits. We've talked about the example of how marketing can drive better marketing results by being connected to the service department, for example. But even your employees become much more engaged for a start, because employees are able to engage with customers over more channels. Employees want to get involved in the cool new stuff, the social media, Internet of Things, connected fridges and connected TVs and things like that. Employees want to do that.
One of the things that you always get with a digitally transformed business is a huge influx of data. There's so much data coming in to all sorts of different departments. The challenge, therefore, is to make sure that all of this data is actually being used in the correct way. And not only are you using it correctly, but you're not missing out on anything. How can you ensure that?
I think that the secret really is to focus on the customer. Now, again, that's something that many people say, but what does that really mean? It means, what is your customer doing right now in this moment? Your analytics will tell you a lot and make lots of recommendations about how you might want to behave, but what's going to give you the right answer at that moment in time is understanding what that customer is doing right now. A great example is 3/4 of customers, when they're engaging with an employee in the business, are on the website at the same time. Again, can the employee see that? Probably not. But what that customer is doing in that moment will give that employee everything that they need to know about how best to handle that customer in the moment. Another example is when customers try multiple ways to communicate with their brand. 3/4 of customers use 3 or more channels to get something done. That's because they go around all of these channels, the website, email, Twitter, you name it, to get an answer. And again, a business will be sending all those interactions to different places. A smart digital business will be sending all of those interactions about one customer to one place, because we recognize that where that customer is in their journey and all those interactions that are part of what the customer is trying to achieve. Again, focus on the customer, what the customer is doing right now, because that's going to give you a better sense of what they really need to do.
And of course, the people who are going to be really interacting most with those customers are, for example, people who are customer experience professionals, or maybe they're heading up a customer contact center. So let's look at those people. Let's say they're now watching this video and they're taking it all on board. They've got very excited about transforming their business. What would you like to be the one thing they take away from this interview?
We have to connect the different parts of our business that interact with the customer. Your customer is connecting with you over multiple devices, multiple channels, all of the time, often all at the same time. You've got multiple departments and people involved in connecting those moments together. So that's what you have to do. You have to connect those moments. You have to bring the people together who are involved in each of those moments and bring them to the table and start mapping out your customer experience together.
And as you say, it's the customer experience which is so often the differentiator for businesses. So it's really interesting to see how the digital component of a business fits into that. Richard McCrossan from Genesis, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.